All right, guys, so this is going to be your stretch. So if you have tight hips, tight hamstrings, and a tight low back, so we're gonna be stretching out your hips, your hamstring, and your glutes here. So this is gonna be a nice, like, regular thing I want you guys to do. So I actually want you to go ahead, just find somewhere you can hold on to. And I just want you to start off by just swinging your leg, okay? So if we do have any tightness around our entire lumbar pelvic hip complex, let's just start off with the hips, right? Then I want you guys to go forward and then go ahead, swing in from side to side. So I'm now opening up the hips here. My standing leg is soft. Ooh, my standing leg is softened to bend. So I want you guys to just continue to swing it out. All right, and then go ahead, open up the hip. I want you just to go ahead, just rotate, okay? Go about 5 reps each. And then I want you guys to go ahead, other side. So if anyone was a dancer, I mean, we did so many things at the bar. Awesome, so now I want you guys to go ahead, same thing to the other side. I don't want you to overexert it, I just want it to be loose here. So for the kicks, I actually want you to do 10 reps, okay? And then whenever you do the hip circles, you're going 5 reps each. Good, then go ahead, side to side, opening up the hip. Whew, definitely need this right now. All right, now we're gonna go ahead into that standing hip circle. So creating, I want you to think about your knees tracing a circle, okay? Good, other side, whenever you guys are ready. No need to rush your movement here. All right, awesome. So now I want to go ahead and stretch out your hamstrings. So we're going to first off start off into an inchworm. So start at the back of your mat. Reach your hands towards your toes. I want you to reach and walk out to your plank. Okay, every time you're walking back, right here. This is a nice hamstring stretch. Hamstring stretch, come on up. Now, if you need to open your legs a little bit wider, please do so. So take your time here. We're gonna go about 5 reps for your inchworm, then we're gonna go ahead and transition. So yes, if you're experiencing any low back pain, it could be one of two things. Your hamstrings are really tight, or your quads are really tight. It really depends on your posture and your pelvic tilt, so it could be anterior or posterior tilt. But I'd like to just make sure we do both. All right, last one right here. I want you guys to go ahead and hold that plank. Okay, hold it here. All right, now I want you guys to push back into that downward dog. So push back into that downward dog. You're starting to feel a stretch into your calf. I want you to go ahead, plug your shoulder blades down and back. Just pedal out your knees, bending right, then left. All right, so this is gonna be a really nice transition, guys. We're gonna go ahead, take that right leg, reach it up to the ceiling. Open up the hip, feels really nice on the hip. You're a hip flexor. Go ahead, take your right knee into your chest, then drop your right knee. All right, now we're in a pigeon stretch. We're gonna go ahead and get a nice stretch into your glute, your outer thigh. Now, if you do have low back pain, this is going to feel amazing. If you guys have it, go ahead, bring your entire chest down. All right, now I want you guys to go ahead, reach towards that right side and feel that stretch even more. Yeah, and then go ahead to the other side. You don't feel it as much, right? But you're definitely gonna feel more once you turn towards that right side. All right, now I want you guys to go ahead, switch up the legs. You're back in your high plank. Push your butt back into that downward dog. This time your left leg reaches up. Open up the hip. Go ahead, take that left knee into your chest, then drop your left knee. Your right leg is long behind you. Don't mind me, I'm just super sweaty. I mean, what else is new? Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna show you a modification. If you cannot get into this position and it's uncomfortable and you're like, what the heck is this? Don't worry, I'm gonna show you right after. You can bring your chest down, bring your chest down. Beautiful. All right, guys, go back into your high plank. All right, now you're in your downward dog. I actually want you to walk your feet towards your hands. Walk your feet towards your hands, then walk your feet away. Back into that downward dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Get a nice stretch there. Go back into your downward dog. Do that again. Back into that downward dog. Nice, guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, flip on over. So if you had trouble with that pigeon stretch, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this modification. It's your figure four. So I want you guys to take your right ankle over your left knee. I want you to go ahead and lay down onto your back. So anytime that you're having like any pain into your low back, it's most likely your glute is pulling onto your low back. So that means we have to stretch it out. So I want you guys to go ahead, take that knee into your chest. I'm gonna go ahead and feel this stretch into my right glute, okay? Into that right glute. Now your next modification for that, you'd be up, holding it right here, okay? So if you're like, oh my gosh, I really can't lay down, it hurts, it kills, start off here, and then once your glute is a little warmed up, I want you guys to go ahead and lay down into that figure four. Now I challenge you guys to go ahead and reach that left leg up to the ceiling. Get really driving that leg in. So now I'm also getting a nice hamstring stretch here on my left leg, and now I'm getting an outer thigh glute stretch onto that right side. So we're gonna go ahead and switch your side here. Left ankle over your right knee. Thread your hands through. I definitely need this stretch right now. Remember your modification, guys. You're gonna go ahead, just sit up straight and keep your right foot onto the ground. Getting a nice right hamstring stretch right there. Nice, guys. So I want you to rock on up. We're gonna go into your hamstring stretch. All right, first things first, everyone always thinks, can I reach for my toes? That's just a really nice test for your hamstring, but I do wanna work on your hamstring flexibility. So let's go like this. I'm gonna go ahead, face you guys. My right leg is long out. I want you to just reach for your toe here. Good. So right now I'm feeling my hip flexors because my hip flexors are extremely, extremely tight. If you have really tight hamstring, you're definitely feeling this right now. If you have a tight lat, if you do have low back pain, this is actually amazing because we're pulling from, getting a nice stretch from the lat into your low back. So please enjoy the stretch. You're getting multiple things out of this. Good. And I want you guys to reach both your toes here. I want you to inhale, reach your arms up, be a pretty ballerina, and exhale, reach for your toes. And then right here, guys, if you can reach for your toes, awesome. If you can't, reach for your ankles. I need you guys to feel that stretch into your hamstrings. Good, can you plug the shoulder blades down and back? So we'll take the round out of your spine. Good, right there. Good, just breathe here. We're gonna do the same exact thing to the other side. Awesome. So go ahead, take your right foot inside. Your left leg is long. I want you to take your left hand and reach just towards that left foot, the bottom of the foot or the ankle, whatever is best for you, whatever you can do here. Get that really nice hamstring stretch. I'm feeling that hamstring stretch extra here. All right, now go ahead, reach that right arm up and above your head, getting a nice stretch into your lats, which definitely helps into that low back. Awesome. Then I want you guys to go ahead and reach your toes again. We're doing that hamstring stretch again. Inhale through the nose. Reach your arms up and exhale, fall forward. Reach for those toes. Plug the shoulders down and back. So remember, we never want them hiked. We want them pulled down. So what I love about this is that, yes, as you take your toes towards you, you actually feel a deeper stretch. So if you can reach for your toes and do that, let's do it. Back stays nice and flat. Beautiful. All right, guys, I want you to go ahead, lay down onto your back. We're gonna go deeper into that hamstring stretch. So lay down onto your back, raise your right leg up to the ceiling. Okay, so if your leg is further out here and you need some assistance, please grab a band or a towel and then place it on your foot, okay? So now that you're able to finagle everything around, I don't know if that's really a word, but I'm just using it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my calf here. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not putting too much pressure by my knee. So I never wanna hold by my knee, I'd rather hold by my calf here. Okay, so how do we get some more mobility, more stretching into that hamstring? So I want you to go ahead, bend that right knee. I want you to reach up. Okay, bend that knee. And then go ahead, reach up. Bend that right knee. Reach up. Can you go ahead, bring it in another inch? Can you bring it in another inch? Go ahead, bend again. Exhale. We're gonna do that again. Awesome. So I want you guys to just hold it here. We're gonna hold it here for 10 seconds. So we go 10, 9, 8. Your leg should be shaky. Mine's shaky. 7, 6. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, guys, I want you to go ahead, take that leg out to the side. I want you to come back to center. Let's do that again. Bring your leg out to the side. We come back to center. All right, you're gonna be feeling a deeper stretch into that hamstring. I know. Again, if you do have that band or if you have that towel, please use it here. Okay, all right, so I want you guys to go ahead, just bend your knee and just open up the hip. And then come back. So knee is coming out to the side. Again, just opening up the hips a little bit more. So any part, like if we just focus on one muscle, we need to also focus on everything else because everything is in connection. All right, awesome. I want you guys to go ahead, just take your knees to your chest. Anytime you do have low back pain, this actually feels amazing when you just take your knees to your chest. So always think about that. Go ahead, reach that left leg up to the ceiling this time. Left leg is up. Ooh, all right, definitely feeling tight over here. Let me know if you guys are feeling tight as well. Go ahead, bend that left knee. Go ahead, reach it up. Remember, you're never just holding onto the back side of the knee. Go ahead, bend again. Exhale, lift. Let's talk about this bottom leg. I never want this leg to come up. I actually want that leg to stay down the entire time. So it's adding more tension into your body, adding more tension into that working leg, that stretching leg. All right, guys, so go ahead and hold it up here. Good, just hold. We're gonna be here for 10 seconds. Let's go 10, 9, 8. Can you pull it in a little bit more? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, guys. Go ahead, bend the knee. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer into our chest. Remember, if you have the towel, you're going to be holding it here. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead, bring it out to the side. Come back to center, towards that midline, okay? So go out to the side. Sorry, I have like all the mat like all over me. So if you guys see me like brushing it off my leg, that's what I'm doing. All right, one more out to the side, then we're gonna go ahead, bend the knee. Awesome, go ahead, bend your left knee. Just open it up to the side, come back to center. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and finish off with your final stretch. It is your cat-cow. So if you are having any low back pain, I want you to always start with this. So just arch the back, chin is up. All right, from there, I want you to arch, round the spine, bring your chin to your chest, I want you to think about expanding right at the top. If you have a cat, you know exactly how the cat does it, right? So we're just imitating that movement. All right, so then go ahead, just create a circle. This is what I really like to do when I feel any kind of tension into my low back. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed your stretch. I hope that was helpful. If you do have additional questions, please let me know. And happy stretching.